Hello students, welcome to Jacobian problem. Let's get started. The question is given here. If x equal to r times sin theta cosine phi, y equal to r times sin theta sin phi, and z equal to r cosine theta, show that dou of xyz with respect to r theta phi, which means dou of xyz with respect to r theta phi equal to r times sin square theta. So which means Jacobian of xyz with respect to r theta phi, and also show that dou of r theta phi with respect to xyz. Also find the value of Jacobian of r theta phi with respect to x comma y comma z. Okay, so here, so we as we know that before, so here the variables are independent variables are r theta phi, again r theta phi. In z we have r and theta. So it's a function of three independent variables. X is a function of three independent variables r theta phi. Y is a function of three independent variables r theta phi. Z is a function of r comma theta. Phi is not there here. Okay. So as we know before, x comma y are represents Cartesian coordinates. Again r comma theta we know that represents polar coordinates. R theta z represents cylindrical coordinates in 3D. Again we have like r theta phi represents spherical polar coordinates in 3 dimension. Okay, so let us here, so we will proceed for the solution. Now finding the Jacobian here. So solution is, so I will be writing here the Jacobian of the Jacobian of x comma y comma z with respect to r comma theta comma phi. So by this we will try to understand here. So I am writing formula of Jacobian of xyz with respect to r theta phi. This is what I'm going to write here. So r theta phi is denoted and defined like this: j of x comma y comma z numerator divided by r theta phi, r you can denote like this also, dou of x comma y comma z divided by dou of r comma theta comma phi. This is phi angle, so which is equals to, the definition is, it's a determinant of order 3 by 3 which contains 9 elements, I'm writing here. The elements are, look here, numerator x, so x you can connect like this: x r, x theta, x phi. It is the first row. Similarly, second row, y r, y theta, y phi, partial derivatives. All of them are partial derivatives. In the first row elements are, we need to find dou x by dou r. Second element is dou x by dou theta. Third element is dou x by dou phi. Now second row with second variable of numerator with the first variable of denominator, which means dou y by dou r, again dou y by dou theta, dou y by dou phi. Now third row, first element is dou z by dou r, dou z by dou theta, again we have dou z by dou phi. Let us suppose equation number 1. Here we have totally, this determinant contains 9 elements plus, so 1 2 3, again 4 5 6 7 8 9, total 9 elements. We need to 9 derivatives we need to find. After that we need to plug in over here, find the determinant of order 3 by 3 which gives the result. This is the idea. So we need to proceed how to find dou x by dou r. So use this given function. So x equal to this, x is given, we have y is a dependent variable, z is a dependent variable, all of them given here. So differentiate with respect to, namely r theta phi for x, similarly for y also r theta phi, for z also r theta phi. This is the way of differentiating each function with respect to r theta phi. So I'll proceed for the next page here. So I can say simply, I will recall here, let us suppose we need to find total 9 derivatives. Let us mark like this, total 9 derivatives. Okay, I'll recall, since we have x equal to r sine theta, just look the sine theta cosine phi, sine of theta cosine phi is angle. We have given y equal to r, so we have given here sine theta sine phi, sine theta sine phi. So z is given as r cosine theta. Check properly theta or phi, that is very very important. It is in terms of theta. Okay, so this angle is, third angle is phi here, second angle is theta. Okay, with radius, r is a radius, theta is theta, again phi are angles here. So here we will proceed for differentiation, partial differentiation. So we can say here differentiating x with respect to, I can say directly r theta phi respectively, which means what? Respectively, I can say respectively. What does it mean? When you differentiate partially with respect to x, so you can with respect to r, so you can suppose theta comma phi are constants. This is the idea. Again, if you differentiate partially with respect to theta, this second time with respect to theta, suppose r comma theta, r comma phi are constants. So finally, differentiate with respect to phi. When you differentiate phi, remaining two variables like r comma theta are constants. This is the idea you know before. So in partial differentiation, I can say respectively. So differentiate x with respect to r theta phi respectively. We can say here this differentiation is partially. I can write here partially. PAR means partially. Differentiate partially with respect to x. Now let's proceed for dou x by dou r. Dou x by dou r, which means differentiating x partially with respect to x with respect to r by keeping theta comma phi are constant. Theta comma phi means sine theta cosine phi totally constant, only r derivative with respect to r 1. So which means you will get here 1 time sine theta times cosine phi. So this is equal to sine theta into cosine of angle phi. Now dou x by dou theta. So differentiating x with respect to theta by keeping r comma phi are constant, which means this r again this phi are constant. Only differentiate sine theta. Sine theta derivative cosine theta. So that's r times cosine theta, which is multiplied by cosine of angle phi. Now dou x by dou phi. What does it mean? Differentiating x with respect to phi by keeping this time r and sine theta constant, which means sine theta also constant. Now only cos phi derivative minus sine phi. You will get here minus r sine theta same. Now cos phi derivative is minus sine phi. That's what here I have written minus. Now here three derivatives finish. Similar pattern here also, differentiating partially, I can say partially with respect to partially y, differentiating, okay, partially differentiate y, we can say, okay, partially I'll remove here, differentiate y partially with respect to again same way r comma theta comma phi respectively. In this case dou y by dou r. Dou y by dou r means same procedure. You left with only sine theta into sine of angle phi, because r derivative is 1. Again dou y by, we have dou theta. Dou theta means sine theta derivative cosine theta, or cosine theta multiplied by sine of angle phi. Next dou y by dou z. So not z, dou phi here angle. So dou phi means, so sine phi is there. So sine phi derivative cosine phi, which means r sine theta times cosine of angle phi. Okay, now here z is there. Z equal to r cosine theta. Here also we can say differentiating z partially with respect to same variables like r comma theta comma r theta phi respectively. In this case dou z by dou r, this is left only cosine theta. because r derivative 1. Dou z by dou theta. Dou z by dou theta means minus r sin theta, because sin theta is cosine theta is there, cosine theta derivative minus sin theta. Next, dou z by dou phi. This is clearly 0 because there is no phi at all. If there is no phi at all, so r comma theta represents constants. So constant derivative 0. Now we need to plug in all these 9 results in equation number 1. So putting these elements in equation number 1. Therefore equation 1 implies, so we have LHS dou of xyz, dou of x comma y comma z with respect to dou of r theta and phi, which is equal to determinant of order 3 by 3. So supposing this is a determinant, okay, so because here we have 9 elements total. Now along row 1 we have dou x by dou r, dou x by dou theta and dou x by dou phi. So these 3 results we need to substitute. So I'll go back the previous page. So I'll take to your previous page. So these 3 elements along row 1, this one, this one, this one along row 1, these 3 elements along row 2, these 3 elements along row 3. This is the idea. Here sin theta cosine phi. So I will be writing here sin theta cosine phi. The second element is r cosine theta cosine of angle phi. The third element is minus r sin theta again sin phi. Okay, if you look previous page, minus r theta sin phi is the last element. Okay, r cosine theta cosine phi is second element. Okay, fine. Similarly, we have now second row, sin theta sin phi is the first element. Sin theta with the sin phi. Okay, now second element will be r times cosine theta multiplied by sin phi. The third element is r sin theta times we have cosine of angle phi. Please check the results here. Sin theta sin phi, cosine theta sin phi. Okay, fine. Now r sin theta cosine phi. Fine. After that we have third row, first element is only cosine theta and second element is minus r sin theta. The third element is 0. Now here expanding, so any row, maybe you can expand this determinant along row 1, row 2, row 3. So the better way is here row number 3. The reason behind it is here we have 0. So 0 is the advantage. Only we need to find, okay, cosine theta means excluding this row, third row and first column, only take the determinant of this one. Okay, so which gives some result again minus r sin theta. It is so excluding third row and second column, take the determinant of order 2 by 2 like this element, this element, this and this. Third element 0 times excluding this row and last column means this is anyhow gets 0. 0 times of non-zero r0 is 0 here. That is the idea. So there is an option you can expand along row 1, row 2 or row 3. So so here I can give the signs better along row 3, no. So what I will do, I will assign the signs here, the signs of coefficient positive sign, because 3 1 row number 3, this is 3 1 third row first element, so positive sign. This is 3 2 means this is minus sign, odd power, so here cofactor. So what about this positive 3 2, okay, 3 3 it is, so positive sign. Now I can mention here expanding. You have a option to expand along row 1, also use this symbol by that time, plus minus again plus. If you want to expand along row 2 also you can have chance minus plus minus. These are the options if you want to expand along row 1 and row 2. Now I am expanding along only row number 3 to make it easy. So expanding along row number 3, R3, this row, along this row R3. So which means in that case I will be writing here this is equal to cosine theta will be outside. Now I have to be right here determinant of order 2 by 2. Okay, order 2 by 2. What does it mean? The meaning is cosine theta you are writing means, so excluding this row and this column, first column and third row, only left with these four elements. So I'll be writing those four elements. Please drop here. So those elements are r cosine theta multiplied by cosine of phi. Again we have minus r sine theta multiplied by sine of angle phi. Similarly here the next element is r cosine theta sine of angle phi. Again r sine theta multiplied with cosine of angle phi. Now finish. Now minus this one. So minus r sin theta. Already this minus gets, both will be multiplied. So it gets positive sign, which means, so you will get here positive sign. Okay, r sin theta is outside. Now in determinant I am writing here remaining elements. So remaining four elements you have to be concentrate now. Here minus r sin theta x. So ignore third row and second column. Take the four elements 1 2 3 4 in this determinant. In that case you will get here, this case you will left with here sin theta cosine phi is the first element, sin theta cosine phi is the first element, and minus r sin theta times sin phi is the second element of first row. Okay, now second row element sin theta sine of angle is phi. Again plus positive sign or sin theta cosine of angle phi. Third row now. So sorry, third element, this one. Now third element means 0 times. So I'll be writing better. Okay, so positive sign, what I will do, I will put here, so I'll put here plus 0 times. I am not writing these elements anyhow. So here the elements are here excluding this last row and last column. So only this and this total four elements. Just I'll put blank. I'm not writing. The meaning is you have to be right here. So I'm not writing because of no space here. So anyhow 0 times of this determinant value will be 0 only. That's what I'm not writing. After that, now as you know the rule, so when four elements are in determinant a b c d, the determinant is like ad minus bc. Suppose this is a, this is b, this is c, this is d. So a b c d det, you know, determinant ad minus bc. So cross multiply. So here how do you cross multiply? The next step, apply this rule, like r times sin theta cosine theta multiplied with this function. R times r square. Here sin theta cosine theta multiplied cosine phi, same function repeating twice. So multiplication cosine square phi. Okay, first what I will do, I'll take new page. Outside we have already cosine theta is there. So I'm writing here this is equals to, so previous page cosine theta only we have outside. Okay, I will open the bracket. The first element is r square sin theta cosine theta, r square sin theta cosine theta multiplied with cosine square of angle phi. Okay, after that if you see second term minus ad minus, already here minus is there. For this element already minus is there. Minus times minus plus. Again r times r square sin theta cosine theta. Now this time sin phi sin phi. So multiply it twice, which means this gives so plus r square sin theta times same cosine theta. Now sin phi times sin phi, sin square of angle phi. Finish. After that again I left with plus r square r sin theta plus r times sin theta, multiplication carefully. So now previous page, this time multiply sin theta with r sin theta cosine phi this. Now here cosine phi same angle. R sin theta means again sin theta, r sin square theta cosine square phi. The result is r sin square theta r sin square of theta, which is multiplied with cosine square of angle phi. Okay, now similarly here also we have negative sign is there. Anyhow ad finish minus bc, anyhow minus times minus plus. Again sine theta, sine square theta, sine phi, sine square phi. So which means r sine square theta, sine square phi. Here r we can say plus r sine square of angle theta multiplied by sine square of angle phi plus 0 plus 0. This is very very important. This is the advantage. Okay, so here anyhow this could be 0, as you know, 0 times of this determinant, no need of calculating. Now we will proceed for the simplification. So here now the next step will become cosine theta. If you look here, r sine r square sine theta cosine phi, again r square sine theta cosine phi. This total term is same, represent same, take out, so common. After that, similarly in this bracket, if you look here, r sine square theta, r square sine square theta is same term. So from each bracket, so some terms are common here. Let's take here, so r only cosine theta, I will be taking r square sine theta multiplied by cosine theta outside. If I take this one outside, in bracket one left with cosine square of phi plus sine square of phi, sine square of phi plus sine. Again I have r sine theta. Now from this bracket I am taking r r sine square theta. This time I am taking r sine square theta common. If I take r sine square theta common, okay, in this case, in bracket left with cosine square of phi plus sine square of phi, cosine square of phi plus sine square of phi. Now, as you know, it's a basic trigonometric identity. Cosine square of phi plus sine square of phi, same angle. The result is 1. Similarly, cosine square of phi plus sine square of phi, it's a basic trigonometric identity. Result is 1. If we apply this rule, so this fundamental rule, so you will get here, you left with only here, if you look here, r square cosine theta multiplication again. So r square sine theta times cosine square theta. Again this is anyhow 1, I am not writing, plus again here we have r times r square. Okay, again sine theta times sine square theta will be sine cube of theta. Anyhow this is 1, I'm not writing. Okay, so because of sine square phi plus cosine square phi, it's a fundamental trigonometric identity whose value is 1. So next step, what I will do here, again if you see this expression, so what is common here, r square sine theta is common. If I take r square sine square theta, the first term left, so cosine square theta plus here cube is there, I have taken r square sine square outside. So r square sine theta is outside. How much left here? Sine square of theta left. Again, it's a trigonometric identity. This represents sine square theta plus cosine square theta. Again, use the rule 1. So finally, r square sine theta times 1. So which gives r square sine theta. So what does it mean? So next page we can take. Therefore, we can say Jacobian of x comma y comma z with respect to r comma theta comma phi, or this is same as dou of x comma y comma z with respect to r comma theta comma phi. It is equal to, result is r square sine of theta. This is the final result. Also he is asking, he is asking us to find dou of dou of r theta phi by x comma y, x comma r theta phi y by x comma y comma z equal to how much. So better, so since we can say, to find the second result, since we know that as property of Jacobian, j times j dash equal to 1. From this I can say j dash equal to 1 by j, which means j dash means what, dou of, we have now this time r comma theta comma phi are dependent variables and x comma y comma z are independent variables. This is equal to 1 by j. So this is nothing but, this is j answer only, this is nothing but j. Okay, so now replace the result here, r square sine theta. which means dou of r theta phi by dou of xyz equal to 1 by r square sin theta. No need to again apply the same procedure. Simply recall the rule of Jacobian property. This is called Jacobian property. J times j dash equal to 1. Using this rule, we could find second result. Okay. Thank you, students. Thank you for watching.